He's going to do that in a few seconds. Hello, YouTube. Awesome, it's Sandra from Inspired Keys. I am jumping on with a YouTube live video because I am here to answer Inspired Keys Academy members' questions. And today I have a question from Denise, who is wanting to learn how to play in a way where she can play What a Beautiful Name as an example song in a prayer meeting style so that it's flowing, it's soaking in the atmosphere of prayer. And I wanted to just quickly share my keys view right here. So I'm going to jump right in with the application video. And I hope that you guys can see my Chordy app in a couple of seconds. I am screen sharing. Not sure why it's not showing up right now. Chordy, share. Ah, sweet. Okay, so it seems to be working right now. And awesome. So Denise and all of you guys at Inspired Keys Academy Facebook group, right now we were just having a chat. Awesome. You should see my live keys view. Yep. So Denise, please answer this question if you can. Am I right to say that you are not looking to sing the song? Or maybe you are. Let me know. How flowy are you guys? Are you looking at something that is really just slow and meditative and just instrumental? And if it was instrumental, do you really play the melody on the right hand, that sort of thing? Because I do want to know your context as much as possible so that way I can answer your question a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to change the key to D because I believe What a Beautiful Name is in the key of D. Tell me if I'm wrong. Can I just Google that real quick? What a Beautiful Name chords. And is it an A? Yeah, it's in D. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna jump right in to my Chordy app. It is in the key of D. I haven't got that wrong. So at the moment, what I've got going on here, hope you guys can hear. So this is my piano and pad sound. I'm sure it sounds a little bit different from the usual. I use this. Good. Hopefully you guys can hear and see what I'm playing. And yeah, I'm pretty much using main stage right now and just creating a piano and pad sound. So Denise, answer my questions where possible, okay? This is probably how I might do an example. First, I might just do pad alone. So all of that was supposed to be the verse chords. Let me know if I'm going the right direction, Denise. I really slow with myself singing. Cool. Okay, so there is some kind of a singing going on. If that's the case, I might actually just keep it really simple with pad, or maybe with pad and piano. So I don't really have the notes memorized. This is terrible. My Chordy app is being very problematic. I don't know why. It's just not. It's not removing the blue and the keys. So sorry, I'm just gonna have to close that and restart. Looks like Chordy is already closed. Okay, so let's go straight into Chordy app again. And okay, hopefully you guys can see my Chordy app properly right now. Where is my YouTube live? Let's try this again, guys. Okay, go back to the same video and you should see my Chordy app. I might actually need the lyrics as well. Okay, so something like that. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a beautiful name it is. Nothing can stand against. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus. Okay, so what I do want you to realize, Denise, if you haven't realized already, did you realize how my right hand was pretty much just staying at the same place the whole time, right? Cool. So Amy's got a question, but I'll get to you in a real quick moment, Amy. But here we go, Denise. I want you to catch that we're really moving very little. So, you know, if possible, respond to this video with a recording of how you are currently playing right now. You keep really still. If I were to have to like build up in the song a little bit, because every song sort of needs to go somewhere and we need to climax at some point, in order to have some interest, I might actually just do like, you know, that very classic riff. Earth could not hold you. Silence the voice of sin and rain. Love is the roaring, rise of His glory. Raise to life again. Yours is the kingdom, yours is the glory, yours is the name above all names. What a wonderful name it is! What a wonderful name it is! The name of Jesus Christ our King. What a wonderful name it is. Nothing can stand against. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus. So there are some rules that are going on. I'm just trying to analyze what I was doing. Keeping to the same voicing is really important. Just not really moving too much. Where possible, I know my chords are constantly changing, but I'm trying to ask myself, what can I do to keep the voicing as still as possible? So Denise, if you have any questions about voicings, I have an entire chapter and probably some videos about voicings as well. And let me know, I can link them for you and you can learn about voicings so you can know what sort of chord shapes and how to move from one chord to another to make it really still and flowy, okay? So really, really hope that helped. But Denise, if you have any questions, please feel free to pop them into the chat, or if you've had to go, which is absolutely fine, please just email me. Yeah, I'm happy to. I look at emails all the time. So Amy, I am now going to answer your question. Amy says, it's just me on Sundays singing with a grand piano. Do you have any tips for a smooth transition into a new song that's in a new key? You know what, Amy, that's amazing. I'm trying to imagine, like, I have never really been in a worship setting where the worship leader sings and plays on the piano. I mean, the only image I have in mind is Michael W. Smith. You know, him at the grand piano and he's kind of singing, but he's got like a band with him and you don't have anyone next to you. That's amazing. And in a sense, Amy, if you could give me some examples. So for example, what's the key, what's the song from the first song into the second song, and what I need to know, besides the change in the key, what styles the songs are in. Is it a fast into a slow song? Is it a slow into a fast song? Is it a contemporary song into like a gospel song? So I need to know the style, and where possible, if you're here, type it in. But in a sense, I'm really happy that you've got just one person, because when it's just one of you, it's like way easier doing things. You can change keys and you can transition them as nicely as you can. Where possible, if you're changing key, you want to think about what is the, okay, and I also need to know what kind of transition you're doing. Is it like a slow and flowy into another slow and flowy, so everything's kind of not rushed, or are we pretty quickly wanting to change? Because when I realized this whole art and science about changing keys is that sometimes we really go at lengths to think about what to do to make it really, really smooth. But then what's interesting is that sometimes you could just change. So I'm trying to imagine, what have we got? We had, back on the weekend, we had a B flat song that goes into an A song. So that's actually really strange, because B flat and A are, I cannot think of a lot of relative keys in between that are shared between them. So a great way is to just kind of start. So Amy, I don't know if you're here. If you are, please help me out here. And oh, cool. Yes, you are. Sorry, this whole chat thing doesn't really refresh very well. It doesn't tell me. I have to keep like scrolling to see if new messages have appeared, and they have. So Amy says, I usually say pretty mellow. That's good. So let's say As a Deer and Good Good Father. Okay, yes, and you answered my question. I do As the Deer in B flat and Good Good Father in G. Cool. And Denise just said, thank you. I'm going through the 31 days ebook right now, and then I'll start the lessons. You know what? That's awesome, Denise. I'm so glad you could ask your question. I really hope the demonstration helped. And of course, Amy, As the Deer in B flat and Good Good Father and all mellow. So that really helps, because now I can go straight into my Cordia. And I don't know what to do with this whole key thing. I might just put no key, and then so Amy, go straight into the YouTube link, please. And just trying to, I'm gonna silence my pad. Okay, nice and loud. Okay, I'm trying to imagine how I will do it if you're doing mellow and they're all kind of slow, right? So. Let's just pretend you're finishing. Okay, Good Father, how does then? Thousand stories of love, they think you're like. So okay, I don't know if you realize this, but I just went right in. B flat to G actually isn't very different, because G is the 6th of B flat. So it doesn't sound too jarring. And sometimes I feel there is no need to do like a fancy transition thing. You can just jump right into the next song. Because I'm just trying to imagine what the style is. The only reference I really have of Good Good Father is the way that Chris Tomlin does with the whole guitar strumming thing. So let's try to play in that style as well, like a. That's like a classic guitar strumming pattern anyway. Right? So let me know if that's on the same page as you. Now, if you are doing like a really mellow version, and then you just want like a more pianistic style, I still think that you could just jump right into G, because if you were to do some kind of transition, then you'll have to do B flat, right? You finish B flat on like Acidia, but the problem is that you also have to transition into like a chord 6 off B flat, which sounds a little bit sad. And then you go into like I've heard 1,000 stories of love. They make your love tender whispers of love in the dead of that is gone. Deeper still into good fun. So pretty much the rest of the song is set, I feel. There's nothing really big that you've got to do. Now, Amy, let me know if there's anything else that you want to know regarding this, because I'm not sure if I've already answered your question, but I really hope I have. And I am just jumping into Denise's question right now. Do you teach like a ballad style in your courses somewhere? Okay, I'm trying to understand what you mean by ballad style, Denise. Is it, for example, like the way we play a piano accompaniment pattern that is slow? Let me know what you mean. If you can, show me an example of what a ballad style sounds like. You could show me like a YouTube link or something between this time frame and that time frame, so I know, oh, okay, so you mean that way that we play. But in the meantime, let me search through the library of videos that are already there, and I'd love to see if there are already some videos that I teach how to play the ballad style, because I firstly need to know what you mean by ballad style. But I have a feeling it means like the slow way, like slowly accompanying, maybe even what I was doing for Amy's question with Good Father. I need to first understand what you mean. Cool. So Amy says, thank you. I will probably go right into it too. Awesome. Yeah, I just feel that for this case, the two songs, it just doesn't sound like you need to do anything fancy. And it really helps that G is quite close to B flat. So it's not too awkward. And sometimes even, right, Denise, thank you for letting me know. Yes, accompaniment style. But yes, Amy, even if it was a very strange kind of key relation, say C to F sharp, which is completely foreign, if you jump right into it, yes, it sounds strange for the moment, but the best thing about music is that as you keep playing in the new key, people forget the old key, and then the awkwardness just goes away with it. So that's what I will suggest, jumping right into it. No need for fancy stuff. But Denise says, yes, that was it. Okay, do I have a course on ballad style? I don't remember it, so I'm gonna show you a little bit of what I can tell you now. And Denise, if you have a question on how you want me to demonstrate the ballad style in a specific song, please tell me right now. You can type it in to the chat, but in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go straight up into thank you, Amy, for the song, because I'm just gonna kind of like use Good Father right now as an example, but okay, so Denise, let me know if that was exactly what you want to learn. I'm trying to slow it down so that you can see and imitate the patterns. Denise, let me know if you feel like you need sheet music. So do you want me to Sibelius it into notes so that you can, I exalt you, thank you. Denise, let me know what key you want for I exalt you. That's a beautiful song. If I'm not wrong, are you talking about that? For thou, O Lord, art high above the earth. David, hello again. So Denise, let me know, because I need to know as many details as possible, like what key, and let me know if you want me to like create a sheet music example for that. So that would be kind of like another course in itself. But a lot of it's really just, like for example, Good Father is in the key of 6/8, which is a compound time song, and every subdivision has 3 counts. So I was trying to create that sound of a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But that would be very different for a simple time where it's 1 and 2 and 3, and which I suppose is the case for I exalt you. So until I hear back from Denise, yes, Denise says G. So G, let me just try that right now. So key of G. Oh, perfect, same key. Ooh, it's very nice and low. I don't know if I'm talking about the correct I exalt. You tell me if I'm wrong. So something like that. I really hope I got the song right, like it wasn't a different version. Right, you know what, Denise? That was really nice and low. I used to sing alto in my choir as well. Ooh, bass D, like, for thou, oh Lord. So I hope I got the song right. I wasn't sure if there are other versions of I Exalt You, but Denise, what I might do also is, cool, yes, this is what I need, good patterns to use as a bass, and I can add to. Denise, let me see what I can do to create a sheet music for you in the next couple of days, because I imagine it's a pretty big project, but I'm going to use the song example that you have requested for. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, what I'll also do, what I think is probably going to be quite useful, is, you know, the demo I just did, I'm going to cut that clip right out, and I'm going to slow down by 50%. I'm going to create that special video, put it up there, so that way you can see what I was doing. Basically, I was rolling the chords up from left to right. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. So if it was in the key of like 4/4, then it would be 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. So it will be, you guys, I'm assuming you're American, so you have to use American terms. That would be 8 notes, 4 8 notes. 8 8 8 8 half. 8 8 8 8 half. So it's getting pretty theoretical here, but I reckon that's probably one of the best ways that I can describe and help you out in this kind of a pattern. But really, that's just one pattern out of a million others that you could do. If you really want, I mean, I'm just thinking out there, like you could even do just chord, like half note chords. For thou, oh and of course, the most simplest version of it is you can have a whole note for the whole thing. For thou, O Lord, art high. You know, just have a nice and simple and plain kind of thing going on so that there's a whole lot less movement. for those moments that call for it. And if you have a pad, that'll be even better, because then it sustains the sound for you and you don't have to keep playing to create a sound, because every time you play on the piano as a key, you do strike the hammer on the string, which also creates a bit of a percussion sound. We have to be mindful that the piano sort of belongs to the percussion family as well. Denise says, I don't need sheet music any other way, maybe just a slowed MP3. Yeah, you know what? I will do that. In fact, I'm going to create a slowed version of the video I just sent you. So hopefully you will find that useful. So give me a couple of days to work on that. I'll get that out for you ASAP. But thank you. I love that you are asking questions and you're going really deep in. I love to do what I can to help you. So guys, thank you so much for joining us in this Inspired Keys Academy live Q&A that we do twice a month. And I really had a lot of fun answering your questions. Really appreciate that you took precious time to join us. And if you didn't, you're watching the replay, that's fine. That's why I am recording in every of these episodes. Really appreciate that you ask your questions as well. So thank you, Simon. Even though I didn't get to answer your question, please do send me a clarification for that so I can help you. Denise says, no, just want that ballad pattern, been playing block chords and want to play open chords. Sounds good. Okay. See if I can get that video out ASAP for you, and let me know if you have further questions from that. And even better still, Denise, if you could record yourself, and really it doesn't have to be video because that file is really big. So go ahead and you can just hit like voice recorder on your phone or something. Record the audio, send it to me, post it on our group right here. And then I could give you further feedback that's, I feel, going to be a lot more useful because it's already based on how you're playing. So if you're here, I'll take you up to there. You know, if you're here, I'll take you up to there. And I don't have to figure out where you are in the level. That would be really helpful. Thank you so much, everybody. Really was my honor being here with you guys. Thank you to YouTube as well, all of you people watching on YouTube. If you would like to have your worship keys questions answered as well, if you have worship keys questions, you're playing in your church, but you really have no one that you really want to find out from, like how to play better and stuff, that's what I'm here for. That's what the Inspired Keys Academy is here for. So go ahead and join the Inspired Keys Academy at inspiredkeys.com/join. And you can then ask your questions and they will be answered every fortnightly in this live Q&A video. Thank you, everybody. God bless. And I'll see you in the live Q&A, next live Q&A. Bye-bye.